Peace. Yeah, so I just wanted to born back and make knowledge born to finish up the topic what I was talking about earlier. My phone died, so I had to charge up and whatnot. So the topic of discussion was the whole concept of the black woman acknowledging herself as a goddess. And my whole thing was that I represent the nation of gods and earths, and in the nation of gods and earths, we teach that the black man is God and that the black woman is earth. We don't teach necessarily that the black woman is a goddess. So to say that terminology is kind of changing the rhetoric of our nation or what we teach in our nation. So that's my only objection to the statement. Like I said, for a woman, if she wants to call herself that, acknowledge herself as that, that's fine and dandy. Can't nobody tell her what she acknowledged herself as. However, as a representative and a member of the nation of gods and earths, I must make it known that, yeah, we are the gods and earths, not the gods and goddesses. So, you know what I'm saying? Peace to Franklin Smith in the building. Peace. You know what I mean? So, now, what I wanted to talk about earlier, I wanted to add on the reason why I think a lot of females or the females that want to take on this concept of goddess and so forth are those who are these type of females that want to be a god. They want to be the god. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to have some man that probably has, less knowledge than them, so that they can feel superior in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Which basically means like they want to be like the dominant force. You know what I'm saying? In the relationship. And we know just by nature that man is usually the dominant force in a relationship. Yeah, you got some men that let their woman dominate them. Hey, that's on them. But yeah, I don't know about all of that. You know what I'm saying? And by dominant, I don't mean physically dominant, because we know a man is physically stronger than a woman, so of course he'll be physically dominant. But I mean dominant in a sense as far as their essence and your role. You know what I'm saying? Like usually if the man is the provider and the protector and so forth, then the woman is usually following his lead. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got some men that may not be the protector or the provider in their relationship, so therefore they're like following the lead of the woman. See what I'm saying? Which kind of puts her in a position to feel like, oh, well, I'm the man in the relationship. I wear the pants. Now she feel like she could talk to other men in front of this man and he ain't going to say nothing, or he's going to play the submissive role and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know all of that. Not over here. But, yeah, you got some of that going on. So I think that the females that talk this I'm not earth, I'm a goddess stuff and all of that, I think that the reality is that they want to be men. And I think that they don't agree with the concept of goddess. With the concept of earth, because to them, they have a stereotype that comes along with the term earth, as to where they may be seeing it as, oh, like I heard this nonsense. God said, not that the God is speaking nonsense, but that's what he said was, nonsense or whatever. But anyway, he was like, that whole, men be talking that the black woman doesn't have a mind and all of that mess. And, she's secondary but most necessary. And, people use the term earth to say, oh, she's the earth, so we're going to walk all over her because she's the earth. Now, Cypher. First of all, I don't promote any of that nonsense. I don't promote any of that rhetoric. None of that is dwelling in my mind to be like, oh, yeah, that's what's up. First of all, that type of shit is a bunch of sexist teaching. That's sexist. You understand? Oh, the woman's the earth, I'm going to walk all over her. Oh, she's the earth, she's submissive to me, and she's that. That's all, that's sexist rhetoric. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is not to be sexist and telling a woman that she's not a goddess. It's me being perspective, or putting things in perspective, meaning when you're calling yourself a goddess, like I said, when I looked up unless there's a different definition, let me know. When I looked up the definition of goddess, it said a female god, a reflection of God, a female goddess. You know, a female god. You know what I'm saying? So if we say that God is the man, that the black man is God, and she's saying she's a goddess or a reflection of God or a female god, you're saying you're a female black man. Now, like I say, we know that the term man also means intelligence, and woman is included in that terminology as well. So woman is not excluded from the term of man. But we know, like I say, putting things in proper perspective, I'm not going to say that she's a man as far as gender. You see what I'm saying? She's a man as far as intelligence, but not as far as gender, because we know that woo man or woe man is womb man, or man with womb. So by gender, she has a womb, you know, in a vagina. So she's not the masculine energy as far as gender. You know what I'm saying? So obviously this is a mental, as far as dealing with intelligence. Now, let me just sum this up, because I don't want to drag it out too long, man. You know what I mean? I want you to make my knowledge born and make my point and get off of this. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, like, I think, like, the females that say this whole, I'm not earth, I'm a goddess. Like I say, they want to be a man, and they obviously are not settled with their existence as being the feminine power of earth. I guess they think like that the men are stereotyping them, and that they don't want to be held in some kind of captive position. So they think that being an earth is being you're trying to make me just a housewife and make me cook and clean and take care of the babies. And well, isn't that what any woman does, regardless of whatever her title is, or whatever culture, religion, whatever case may be? I think all women do that by nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, really. Why all of a sudden when it comes to black women want to talk this? Oh, well, I do know why, because, you know, we've gone through slavery, and see what the so-called slave masters have done is they've set us up against each other to enslave each other. So now it's like we came out of slavery of the white man. Now they use our black woman to become like our new probation officer. You know what I'm saying? Monitoring our every this and that, and being so jealous and crazy over trying to control us and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That now they set this whole new standard. It's like they don't even gotta keep such a watch on us. Our woman is doing it for them. And then when she's upset that we ain't coming under her control, then she could call this white man and come and have us locked up and say he did this or he hit me or blah blah blah, whatever the hell that case may be. You know what I'm saying? They want to use this system to manipulate, the white man system to manipulate in their black relationship, so that they can have some kind of sense or control, or not even sense of control, is so that they can deny the authority of their black man, who they're supposed to be respecting. You know what I'm saying? Now, meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, they'll respect every man because, or you have sisters that'll leave a black man and say, oh, well, this man was doing what he's supposed to do. He was paying the bills and he was doing blah, 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 blah. So he was your slave, basically. He was paying everything for you. I thought you was an independent black woman. I thought you could do everything on your own. You don't need no man. But when it came to a man outside your race, you submitted and put yourself in the woman's position because he was fulfilling his so-called position as the man, which was simply a moneymaker. So what women do is they try to use the white man's mentality to reduce our existence to just being a money maker, a provider. And if we're not providing the money, which they make it so hard for specifically the black man to make in America, and talk about America, not everywhere else, but in America. So then now, you actually going to play this game like what the other races are doing, you know what I'm saying, trying to look down upon black people because we're not in a certain economic status or whatever, and we know that this is purposely done in this country. So now you're going to go and you're going to run and play the game with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't never hear the Chinese woman saying, fuck Chin Lee, I don't need him, I can do everything by myself. You don't hear the Spanish woman saying, oh, forget Felipe, I don't need him, I can do everything by myself, I don't need him. You don't hear the Arab woman saying, oh, fuck Muhammad, I can do everything by myself, I'm independent, I do everything, I don't need him. You don't hear this from any other group of women except for so-called black women. So-called. So now, the reason why this is because, for one, I think that a lot of them want to escape their duty, to escape their responsibility as being the earth and cultivating the babies and teaching and bringing back civilization back to where it's supposed to be. A lot of women want to be one of these Atlanta housewives. They want to be one of these loving hip-hop hoes you see on TV, and pardon the language, I'm just keeping it real. They want to live that kind of lifestyle. You want to be free of responsibility. That's really what it is. So you don't want to take on titles such as earth because you know the responsibility that comes along with the earth. So you want to call yourself a goddess. You want to call yourself, I'm this, I'm that, I'm no, I'm not an earth, I'm this, I'm that. Man, get out of here. It's all for you to try to escape your responsibility. That's all it is. That's all it is. So y'all can say what you want to say, yada, 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 yeah. Those women, because, and you know, the women that are in the nation, that have been in this nation for years, that have been putting in the work, that have been living out the true culture of the earth, they are of the highest praise and highest respect. And we don't place nobody on the planet above these women. At least I don't. You know what I'm saying? I respect the earth that I am, our nation to the fullest. Because I know that, like, they have the opportunity to do what these younger earths would do. Deny their title of who they are and then try to be free of their responsibility and basically just run around here like a 10% woman or 85% woman. You know what I'm saying? And not be responsible to the protocol or the teachings or the mannerisms of the 5%. So really, you know what I'm saying? Any earth that's in this nation that wants to be anything other than what our nation is founded on, then you're not about this. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere where they about that. Or just start your own thing if that's what you about. You know what I'm saying? You be about that. That's not what this nation is about. We about the black woman being earth and the black man being God. That is our foundation. If you want to come and change that, then listen, like I said, good luck. I don't see that changing anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's specific to this nation. There's many nations. If you want to be a part of some other nation that teaches that and that rocks with that, then go ahead. And if you want to be basically irresponsible for yourself as being earth, then just don't call yourself that title. Take off your head wrap, wear whatever you want to wear, and do whatever you want to do, eat whatever you want to eat, and teach your babies whatever you want to teach your babies. You know what I'm saying? That's your prerogative. But like I say, man, I think it comes out of the fact of a lot of women not wanting to respect the title or adhere to the responsibility of earth. So they'll try to have some kind of opposition to the title, to the acknowledgement of them being earth, and they'll try to have some kind of, some debate about it. This ain't no debate, ain't nothing to debate about. What is there to debate about? We already know this science been laid down way back when. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is nothing new. There's no history we have to renew. There's no new discovery we have to make. We know the black man is God. We know the black woman is earth. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? Peace, Anthony, brother man in the building. David Hamlin in the building. Peace. Christopher Johnson back in the building. Peace, God. Abdullah Shabazz, Franklin Smith in the building. I see y'all. Okay. Oh, okay. Peace, God. Hassan in the building. Yeah. Yeah, God. If you in the building, then I know you probably with the wisdom. And I hope she hear this too. You know what I'm saying? So she could get a overstanding of what I may not have been able to discuss in our brief conversation, going back and forth. And not like I say, I don't argue, but I guess it would seem like an argumentative manner. You know what I mean? Peace, born mastermind. Peace, God. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just speak on that, you know what I'm saying? Because also, like I say, man, you got some guys that be sitting back and allowing these women to talk that mess, man. I'll be like, yo, hold up, man. Nah. It's not like we gonna regulate what come out their mouth, but we do have the wisdom to correct something that's incorrect. And I don't care what a person may be trying to contribute to the table. You're not gonna change the rhetoric of this nation, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not gonna happen. But anyway. You know what I'm saying? Truth above all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bend my truth or compromise my truth for how someone feels or what someone may think or, blah, 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 blah. If whatever they think or feel, they ain't bringing about, showing and proving it, then it really doesn't matter to me, man. You know what I'm saying? That could blow with the wind. Like I say, just like opinions, everybody has one. You know what I'm saying? And all that. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. But if you want to make a statement and try to make it factual, then show and prove with evidence, hardcore evidence, preponderance of evidence that cannot be disputed. You know what I'm saying? As they say, the truth can be proven within a limited time, no limited time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah. So my thing is that I think like a lot of females don't want to take on the title of Earth because it requires a great responsibility, and I think that a lot of females want to be irresponsible, and they want to deny their nature as being the feminine factor of Earth, because like I say, in reality they want to be a masculine factor of God. They want to be the God. You know what I'm saying? They want to be the God. Yeah, they want to puff their chests out. You know what I'm saying? And act like they the God. For real? Okay. Well, if your God or your man is content with that, I don't know, man. Maybe you need to check that brother out, because like I said earlier, man, I don't want no female being a reflection of masculine energy. I don't want that at all. I don't want no woman whose muscles are bigger than mine. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking disgusting. I don't want no female acting all rough and tough and trying to be all masculine and no. Because like I say, when you say the term God, it means a reflection, female God, or a reflection of God. So if God is the black man, like I say, a masculine energy, and you're trying to be a reflection of that, then that means that you're trying to reflect or react off of masculine energy, and that doesn't fit well with you if you're of a feminine nature and you're trying to act masculine. How does that go together? It doesn't. So yeah, we just got to put things in perspective, and I always go back to the science of masculine energy and feminine energy to define what I mean when I say God being a man and a woman being the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got gods running around here saying, "Oh no, I'm not God. I'm a earth. I'm the earth. I acknowledge myself as the earth. Oh, you can't tell me I'm not the earth. Oh, see, you're hating on me. You trying to take something away from me because I want to say that I'm the earth." Like, fuck out of here, man. It's quite clear. You would quite obviously tell a man that obviously you're not an earth. You're not a feminine energy. But when it comes to the woman, why is it so hard, or why is it a debate or some kind of back and forth when we tell the woman you're not a masculine energy? And like I say, any woman that's trying to argue that, and she's trying to argue you down when you telling her she's not masculine, then I'm trying to tell you, bro, she wants to be masculine, if that's the case. So you know what I'm saying? If any woman trying to argue you down on how she's not feminine, and she's arguing about how she wants to defend being masculine or consider herself to be masculine, then like I say, man, you gotta look at what you're dealing with, man. That female wants to be a man, and she wants to be you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, be careful with that, because she knows that she can't physically, take your gender away. So what would she try to do to try to psychologically somehow do that? A lot of these women try to deny the position of a man in the society. Socially, they'll try to do this, or even economically, or within the household, or whatever the case may be. They'll try to do this. Like these same women you hear talking all this goddess stuff, you hear them also talking a lot about money. It's all come out their mouth. It's money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Money. And then you try to equate a man's manhood to the amount of money he makes. And then since you ain't making money, so you must not be, you ain't the God. Nah, you ain't the God. Fuck out of here, man. Black man is God by his nature, not by his bank account. So you can have a poor black man that's on the corner who has nothing at all in possessions, and he is God. You can have a rich black man who acquires all the material items in the world, and he is God. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the money that he makes, or whatever case may be. That's not what it is. So a lot of people got that shit twisted, man. And they be trying to use this American society or this American standard of living as some kind of sword over the black man's head. Because we tell you what your nature is as a woman, and oh, you want to try to say, oh, we're stereotyping, we're womanizing, we're trying to be controlling, we're trying to tell you what to do, and you want to try to play this double standard shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, when we tell you what to do as a woman, we're being controlling, we're trying to tell you what to do. But then when you tell us what we're supposed to do as a man, oh, that's just what it is, and you have the right to say that? Like, we just supposed to, oh, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. Like, really? And we're supposed to just rock with that just because we're supposed to. But then when we tell you what you're supposed to do, we're wrong. We're womanizers. We're trying to be controlling. We're trying to tell you what to do and blah, 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 right? So stop the bullshit, man. Any of y'all men out there that got any female in your life that's doing this to y'all, man, y'all need to check that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And another thing you need to check as far as with relationships, man, this is in life in general, because a lot of people play this game. They do this shit all day, every day. It's called I call it the general specific game. And this is what people do. And take heed, y'all, because this will help you out in life. And somebody's probably doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say something specifically, they want to speak in general. You say something in general, then they want to speak specifically. You know what I'm saying? So they play the general specific game, and they want to bounce back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is, man. If I'm speaking in general, then I'm speaking in general. If I'm speaking specifically, I'm speaking specifically. You know what I'm saying? And people know how to rightly divide, and they know the difference. But, you know, people want to play these games all the time. So now if I say specifically, no, the black woman is not a goddess, she is the earth, then somebody will try to say, well, in general, then somebody will try to make a general statement like, oh, well, you know, I mean, everybody's entitled to call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. Yeah, that's a general statement, which will generally explain the fact that, yeah, anybody can call themselves what they want to. But when I say specifically the nation of gods and earths, we don't teach that. So now I'm getting specific. So specifically to this nation, we don't teach that. And specifically to whoever else wants to teach that, or generally to whoever else wants to teach that, do you. That's on you. Do your thing. Nobody is stopping you from doing whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, just know specifically in this nation, we have specific things that we teach, and we're gonna keep that specific. We're not allowing all this general interpretation to come in and change the rhetoric of our nation, because that's what always happens, man. Every time we have something for ourselves, we allow everybody else in, and then the shit gets diluted. And then and now since we consider these people to be amongst us, we got to consider what they say and what they think and all of this shit. No. That's why I understand now why gods are so strict about, you know, saying just sticking to what we teach as a nation. And I understand the significance of that, but also, I mean, that's not all I'm gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily gonna come to a law school teaching about whatever sciences that may not pertain to what, you know what I'm saying, we teach at a law school. But at the same time, me in my own personal life, I'm not going to stunt myself and just, oh, all I know is 120. That's all I ever studied in my whole life. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple sciences I study. You know what I'm saying? Multiple things that I know. So I'm not going to just limit myself to one school of thought. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bring them on camera facts. Y'all can all come on. I'm inviting everybody on. No answers. But uh, Peace, y'all. I'm inviting y'all in the chat now. So, oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I try to bring y'all in. I don't know, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Whoever was invited, y'all can come in. Um, if that's what I want to do. I'm not really too savvy with this here, so I don't know exactly how to add y'all in. I'm trying to, but I don't know. I'm hitting add and it says up there adding, but I don't see none of y'all faces popping up. So I don't know. It's, I received the invitation. If y'all want to come on, y'all come on. So I sent the invitations. Divine Black in the building. Peace, God. Mike Larry in the building. Lisa Kennedy in the building. Peace. James UC Amundsen in the building. Yeah, like I said, man, I did the invite, so you know, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, man, if y'all got some questions for me out there, give me some questions because this topic is getting rather boring for me. But like I said, I had to go in and I had to explain these things, man, because a lot of people, they keep going back and forth and getting caught up in the word semantics and da da da. I didn't already define the word. I didn't already connected the natures of the word to the beings, the particular beings that it's dealing with, which is man and woman. We know that we are masculine. Read the two, you know what I'm saying? So let's just keep things right in as that. We don't say we the nation of God, earths, and earth gods, and you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's a specific God and earth. God is his own entity, earth is his own entity. You know what I'm saying? But we are one unity, we are united. So, that's what the science on that is. And yeah, this phone is dying too, so this might go down, but I got the other phone charging, so I might come back on the other one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I damn near been on this topic the whole day, y'all. I spent like hours building on this topic. So if y'all go back over and anytime this ever comes up, refer them to this videos right here. You know what I'm saying? Be like, nah, God, you dealing with that nah, you gotta go watch the God videos. He broke all of that down. Yeah. I broke all of that shit down, man. You know what I'm saying? Broke it all down. So like I say, Earth is a beautiful title and essence. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say title because it's what we call ourselves. It's a title that we call ourselves, but it's an essence because the essence of woman being Earth is so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect the woman to the highest. You know what I mean? You know, like we always say, the babies are the greatest. And Elijah Muhammad said, no nation can rise no higher than this woman. So we know that in order for us to produce the babies that are the greatest, it has to come through the woman. And that's not just to say that she's limited to just procreation or reproduction, but I myself understand the significance and the value of that. You know what I'm saying? And I also understand the significance and the value of us teaching our babies, teaching our women first so that they can teach our babies. You know what I mean? Now I know, saying sometimes things may not work out as far as relations and all of that, but I wanna say something to everybody out there that's listening. As far as relationships go, you know what I'm saying? We enter relationships, we in relationships, things happen. You know what I'm saying? But never give up on who you are. Never give up on your counterpart. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, like I've been through so many things with different women, you know what I'm saying? Specifically black women. And like, I would never say, you know what, fuck black women. I'm tired of black women, man. I'm tired of this shit. These, y'all on some next shit, man. Y'all don't respect us, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all run to these white men and any other races of men, and you know what I'm saying? And y'all try to limit us to just being cash cows. And when we not bringing in the money, y'all want to treat us differently, and you want to just basically disrespect our natural existence to replace it with a standard of fake money. You know what I'm saying? And a standard of fake people who have brainwashed you with a false tell-lie vision, to tell lies to your vision, to make you think that you need to be living like the people on TV. You need to be doing what the people on TV are doing. You need to be living like this and living like that, and basically being ignorant and having no cares in the world, basically. You know what I'm saying? And none of that is right in his act. So yeah, and it's like I say, it's so foul because, it's being done because we're in the society that we live in. Like I say, you don't hear other women of other races saying the things that they say about their men. You know what I'm saying? That so-called black women say about black men. You don't hear none of these things. You don't hear them saying any of these things. And now, if you're going to sit here and try to say that is something wrong with black men, yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with us. And there's a lot of things wrong with black women as well. A lot of things that we have to work on together. Not going to do it separately. And we're not going to get it done by just pointing a finger at each other. You know what I'm saying? I know I've pointed some fingers in this here. And I've also pointed the fingers back at myself. And I've also taken self-accountability for some of the things that I spoke on as well. So there's no hypocrisy over here. I'm not speaking all this righteousness and then living opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. What I speak upon is what I say is what I do. What I do is what I say. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. So I ain't here to be lying to nobody or, tooting my own horn for any reason. I ain't got no reason to do none of that. So my responsibility is to correct the wrong. And if I feel like there's something out there that's detrimental to the mentality of the people, then as a teacher, as an educator, as a civilizer, then yeah, I feel a responsibility to do something about that. And especially for those who may not be able to do so themselves. So really, right now, I'm actually speaking for a lot of men that don't want to speak up on this issue. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know damn well in y'all mind, y'all saying the same damn thing. But since you don't want to get the overwhelming whatever from the females, so y'all want to fall back. All right, listen, bring it on. I ain't running. I'm right here. Bring it all on. Because like I say, man, a lot of men just don't have the overstanding to shut shit down. You know what I'm saying? Just like even when I was younger, man, I used to look at my uncles and I used to say, like, yo, like the aunts, they used to say something at the barbecue or whatever. And I'd be like, yo, y'all the men of the family. Like, what y'all got to say about it? And they'll be saying shit like, man, you don't argue with no woman, man. Just let them say what they say. And I'll be like, yo, man, I used to think like, yo, man, y'all on some bitch shit, man. Like, yo, man up, man. Y'all the men in the family, man. Y'all supposed to man up and say something. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times the men in our families be on some coward shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, and the reason why this is too, a lot of it is because, like I say, they have economically altered the structure of the black family purposely to make the man seem less relevant. So in other words, they're going to purposely make sure that black women have jobs. And they're going to purposely make sure that it's so harder for the man to get a job. This is systematically done. And this is not an excuse. This is not nothing. This is a reality, man. And like Francis Cress Welsing said, there is an attack of white supremacy on the black family. And if we don't acknowledge this attack of white supremacy on the black family, then we're going to end up just fighting and attacking each other, more so than coming together to fight the attack that's attacking us. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm going to tell you once again, and like you say, I always refer back to that movie Claudine from back in the days, in the 60s, 70s, the movie Claudine with Diane Carroll and James Earl Jones. And if you're 30 plus, then you know what I'm talking about. You seen that movie. And you know that the social service system was designed basically to keep the man out the house. This man in the movie Claudine, James Earl Jones, he was like a garbage man or whatever. He's working on a garbage truck. He was there for like 13 years or whatever. So he had good money and da 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 da. And he used to go by the house that he was doing the garbage for, and he met Diane Carroll, who played the role in the movie as the mother with the 6 kids. He came, and at the end of the movie, they end up getting married or whatever, sum it up or whatever, da da da. But throughout the movie, they were showing how the mother was on social service, whatever, welfare and all of that, and how she couldn't have the man in the house, because social service told the woman, and that they still do it to this day, oh, we'll give you food stamps for the baby, we'll give you a place to live, we'll give you medical assistance, we'll give you everything you need, but you can't have that man in the house. Because if he's there, he should be paying the bills. He should be doing this and he should be doing that. And rightfully so. If we were under our own government and being ruled in our own society, yeah, rightfully so. Every man should be taking care of his responsibility. However, we do not need these people interfering in our lives, telling us how and what and how to regulate and do this, that, and the third and all of that and so forth. Because when it comes to that, now it's like, that's why you got like a lot of men that, not that they don't want to take care of their kids, but once the woman runs down to the system and gets the system involved, she may realize or she may not realize that you're pushing this man out of your life, and you're pushing this man away from your from y'all children. You understand? And not that he wants to do that, but because you're submitting to the system and you're using the system as a false sense of control, instead of saying, well, you know what? I can just tell the social service people that he's not living here, but when they get out of here and this interview is over, I'm opening the door and he's coming right up in here. And we're going to keep doing what we've been doing. And we're going to use the system to our advantage, not to our disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Then, oh, okay, yeah. Then, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, right? Oh, okay. Now, I'll give you, just put my personal business out there, which I didn't want to do for a long time, but it is what it is, man. And I think I hope people learn from my personal experiences and so forth and so forth. But anyway, so I had a situation where I had sex, had the apartment, all of that, yada, yada, yada. My son's mother didn't have to pay nothing. I was paying whatever, you know what I'm saying? And if she did have to pay it, it's like what? You just saved up 6 months of checks, and then you got to pay this. I lost my job, so now you got to pay the rent, and you got to pay it maybe 1 or 2 months, and you've been living here mad months for free, not paying nothing. You get direct deposit, all your money goes on your little card, you keep your money in your pocket, but when I get paid, you have to check cash with your hand out, wanting me to give you everything that I make. See what I'm saying? So this selfishness, man. I was dealing with a female that was just selfish, you know what I'm saying? And regardless of anything I try to teach her and yada, 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 if a person is selfish and they don't want to share what they have, then no house is going to build off of that, man. A house divided cannot stand. So if I'm working and I'm putting my money toward bills and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and you're working and you're keeping all your money in your pocket or on your card, and you're not contributing to nothing, then how does that balance out? How does that work? And then when it comes time for you to be responsible for something, you don't want to do that. Now it's all or nothing. It's either someone doing everything for you and you do nothing, or now that you have to do something, you'd rather do nothing. So it's kind of like how that song by Beyonce, she said in that song, she said since I'm not your everything, how about I be nothing at all to you? You know what I'm saying? And females, they rock with that shit. And that's a lame ass excuse. That's some weak sucker failure shit, in other words. So in other words, what I mean by that is Beyonce said that since I'm not your everything, how about I'll be nothing? So in other words, you gotta understand, women outnumber men on the planet, and it's always been like that. So really, in all ancient cultures and before we was living in America, the man always had more than one woman. It was not a pleasure, like I said in my last audio, go back and watch my other audios. It was not a pleasure, but a responsibility. And now a lot of people are rejecting or neglecting their responsibility of dealing with more than one female, and they're just simply pleasuring themselves. And they're saying, yeah, I can have more than one planet god, and the Muslim man is like, yeah, I can have more than one wife. But there's responsibility, meaning you got to take care of these wives and the children that come from these wives. And you know what I'm saying? So there's a responsibility factor to it. It ain't just you just running around having mad babies and not taking care of them. Like, where does that come in? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so yeah, so I say that for the men, you know what I'm saying? For the men, we got to be right and exact in what we do, you know what I mean? It ain't just because you allowed to put your seed in a woman and have a baby, you supposed to just run around having babies? Nah, bro, you gotta be taking care of these seeds, man. You gotta be nurturing these seeds, man, and upraising them, you know? But like, however, like I say, in my situation, man, you know, and this is why I say my son's mother is a reflection of her mother. And that's why I was breaking down the other day about how, you know, we be like, oh, you know, the man, you know, the woman, you know, she's a reflection of you, God, you the son of man. So if she going out and she doing, now, cipher, man. Like I tell y'all all the time, a woman is a reflection of her mother, not the man. Like let's say I meet a woman and we together for 6 months and say she's like 30 something years old. You mean to tell me that in 6 months, she becomes a reflection of me? And I mean, yeah, in certain ways, because I may be teaching her and she's reflecting the knowledge in the form of wisdom, bringing about understanding. Yeah, okay. But now you're going to tell me solely in her essence and her core of who she is and how she operates as a being. You mean to tell me that's a reflection of me in 6 months when she's been modeling her mother for the past 30 something years? No. A woman is a reflection of her mother, or whatever woman or a person that was a major influence in her life for however many years before she met you. You know what I'm saying? So all that, yeah, God, you the son of man, the woman reflects you, you know, if she's off her axis, it's your fault. Now, cipher, man. So that's like to say the woman doesn't have her own axis, like the earth doesn't spin on its own axis. Yeah, the earth revolves around the sun, but it also spins on its own axis, which means that, yeah, a man can be with a woman, but she's also responsible for herself. Like, in other words, she might cover up for her man, but really a woman should be covering up for herself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why I mentioned too when I was speaking about the concept of God and earth. It's like, yo, we as the gods, I don't see no earths being you know, popping out of no incubator. And like I said, when you go to a parliament, there's a lot more gods than there are earths. So is that because the gods are not teaching the women, or is that maybe the women need to go out there and start teaching more of these women and bringing more earths in the nation, and not for the gods to come and crowd up on like, ooh, there's some fresh earths here, let me grab one. No. Teaching them so that they can understand this culture. You know what I'm saying? And not just telling them, oh yeah, cover your body up 3/4. Yeah, that's good. But there's so much more to being earth. And like I say, I always refer, watch that documentary by True Wise. It's called The Black Woman is Earth. Watch that documentary. Type in on YouTube, The Black Woman is Earth, and put like a little hyphen and put True Wise or True Wise channel, or just type in True Wise channel, and it should be on his thing, on his channel. So, and when you watch that documentary, it's like 10 parts to it. He breaks down the water cycle, the oxygen cycle, the nitrogen cycle, the carbon cycle, all these different cycles and how they pertain to the woman, the black woman, and her intelligence. And I don't even think in the documentary he even mentioned about the earth being 3/4 covered with water, because that's just something so simple that, yeah, everybody knows that. Okay, the earth covered 3/4 with water, the woman covers herself 3/4 with clothing. Okay, now what? Because like I said, you got Muslim women in the mosque that cover up 3/4. You got Christian women that cover up 3/4. You got average women that got no knowledge stuff at all, but they just simply respect themselves and they cover up 3/4. So just covering 3/4 don't make you the earth. And you just you having knowledge don't make you the God. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can have knowledge. You got 85ers that got knowledge of these lessons. You got some 85ers out here that know the mathematics and all that. They just didn't carry it out and live it out and develop it into a culture. But they have the knowledge of it. So now, does that make them the God? Now, like I say, now, yes, they are the God in their nature. Nothing can take away your essence and your nature of being God, being the supreme being. But now, in your ways and actions, how you carry that out, yes, then, you know, we can take away or add on as far as that may be concerned, because now it's how you physically are manifesting it. Not just verbally lip professing it. We can all talk. We can all sound good when we talk. You know what I'm saying? But as far as living it out, that becomes a whole nother issue. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to your babies and I'm like, peace, God, and they like, they don't even say peace, that means you ain't teaching your babies peace. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's how you tell. the power of a man is through his wisdom and his understanding. And not to say that you got to go and quiz a man's earth, you know what I'm saying, as to whether he's teaching or not. But you could just do the knowledge to know that, you know what I'm saying. But also, but when it comes to the babies, though, you know what I'm saying, if somebody were to, you know, just simple little things with the babies, and the babies ain't in tune, that means you ain't teaching the babies. You know what I'm saying? Like my young God at the time when I was with him, man, I taught him, man, and he knows. And so foul that the woman I had this child with, she may not accept this culture, but don't try to deny me teaching what I need to teach to my child. You understand what I'm saying? So out of her selfishness, she tried to take my child away from me so that he's not going to come up learning this. Well, he is, regardless, because I don't know the fuck she thinks she doing. But anyway, you know, so she don't want him to come up learning this, because the fact of the matter is now, if the child is learning it, then she has to be, and he's looking at her, well, daddy's telling me that you're this queen in this earth, and, you know, you're supposed to carry yourself a certain kind of way, and mommy, you're not doing that. Yeah. So you don't want to seem like you're not carrying out what you're supposed to carry out. So what you think, you're just going to take my child away from this culture because you don't want to live it? Now, Cypher, you know what I'm saying? And which brings me back to my point, why a lot of females wanna reject the term earth, because they just don't want to truly be who their essence is to be as a woman. You want to be the self-made woman, what the white man in America tells you can be. You know, and he only promotes this to the so-called black woman. Oh, you can deny the guidance of your man and be whatever you want to be. You don't have to listen to him. And this is why we fucked up as a people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the men, yo. And I'm gonna tell you on this level too. It's not the men, because now let's think about this aspect, right? You know how we say, oh, what's wrong with the black nation? Is it the men? Is it the women? It's both of us. You know what I mean? But on this aspect, I want to touch on very specifically, because as far as the proactiveness. Now, we know, yes, that the black woman we have been thriving and surviving through the nurture of the black woman for years. And that has kept us afloat. And we not taking away nothing from that. But this black woman could still cultivate these babies and do what she's doing with these babies and be proactive. You understand? It's kind of like she just settled for, like, it's like that slave mentality. It's like, oh, let me just be humble and not be on that proactive stuff so they don't do nothing to my babies. They're going to do something to your babies anyway. Soon as you have the baby in the hospital, they're shooting the baby up with all kind of chemicals, all kind of fucking vaccines and shit, and you sit right there and you do nothing. So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They're going to hurt your baby. As soon as your baby get out of fucking kindergarten, he gonna be watched and monitored by the police, especially if he's a black male. So they gonna do something to your baby regardless. And by you sitting back doing nothing, that just makes it even more able for them to do it. Because they know, oh, this one here, oh, his parents don't watch out over him. Oh, we can teach this child anything, we could tell this child anything, and he's gonna believe it because he has no parents teaching him right from wrong at home. See what I'm saying? So by our lack of action, you know, as they say, like, the devil is forever busy. The devil is forever busy. Even in the lesson it says he continues daily to teach the 85% that all this that they see, such as rain, hail, snow, or earthquakes, comes from a mystery God that no one will ever be able to see until he dies. See what I'm saying? Like, he continues daily to do this. So then why don't we continue daily to teach the true and living God as a supreme being black man, the true and living earth as a supreme being black woman, and our babies are the greatest. And by instilling that in them, they will want to be great because they were told that they were great. If you don't never tell your babies they were great, how are they going to aspire to be great? You never tell your baby they're supreme, how are they going to rise to their highest ability? You never told them who they are. How? They can't. Because what they telling them in school is, you were a slave and we brought you over here and we forced you to do this and we forced you to do that. And guess what? It's 2019 and you're still under our control. Look, you're going to our schools, right? We're teaching you this bullshit, right? You're listening and gobbling it up, right? Okay, so we're in control. See what I'm saying? So what are we doing as a people and as a nation? I mean, we know as a nation, we teaching and we bring about the correct information. But like as a people in general, you know what I'm saying? Specifically as a nation, we are carrying out a duty as a 5%. But in generally as a people, we got a lot of work to do, man. And if the majority of our people ain't listening to the minority of our people who are trying to set a good example, then who else y'all gonna listen to? Who you gonna listen to? Who you gonna follow? So we can get ourselves together as black people. It ain't following these get rich quick schemes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get rich, and I don't have to worry about the problems in the black community because I'm rich now. I have money, so I can just basically ignore everything that's going on with my people. Oh, we're about to get some services, and we're going to be tax exempt. So now I guess we don't have to worry about police brutality anymore, or we don't have to worry about our babies being malnutritioned in the schools and getting false education. Oh, we don't have to worry about that because we're going to be tax exempt, and you ain't got to worry about none of that. Like, come on, man. There's so much more we have to do as a nation, man. And if we don't understand these principles, man, then all we're doing is just feeding into the economic system that was created to keep us stagnated. And we're not going to elevate in that system. So if people thinking money is the answer, they think commerce is the answer. Yeah, commerce would be the answer if we were in control of the resources. Since we ain't in control of no resources, commerce is not the answer. You know what I'm saying? And especially since we're not dealing in a barter system, then commerce is not the answer. So what's the answer? Man, the answer is you just going back to your basic way of living. Stop spending all your money trying to acknowledge European culture or a whitewashed Americanized culture. You know what I'm saying? Stop wasting your time. Stop looking at yourself as being less than who you truly are as a supreme being because you let somebody on television tell you who you're supposed to look at yourself as or how you're supposed to view yourself or what's acceptable or what's not acceptable. You know what I'm saying? So these are things we got to do, man. And, like I live a very simple life, man. You know what I mean? Like my life is not overcomplicated. I'm not trying to acquire $1 trillion. I'm not trying to push the 2020 Benz so I can impress Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to compensate what I lack internally by external material objects. Like, oh, I gotta be wearing fly suits every day so I can feel like I'm somebody, or I gotta have $1 million in my pocket so I can feel like I'm worth something, or I gotta be driving the latest car so I can feel like I'm in tune and I'm keeping up with everybody else who has the latest cars. And my life ain't based on that materialism and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't based on that. You know what I'm saying? Now, do we have material things in this material realm? Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? And what I rather like, I paid Wisdom Power for this hat right here. I could have went and got an average baseball fitted or basketball fitted or something and represented one of these slave owner teams that brand out people with numbers and have them running up and down fields and courts and entertaining them. I could have supported the slavery industry and got a fitted that was with one of these baseball or basketball or football teams or something, right? But I spent the money to support my nation. And you'll see a lot of things that I wear got flags on it, got a law and justice on it, got, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the clothing that I wear, I bought from gods and earths in my nation. You know what I'm saying? So I try to economically support my people, you know what I'm saying? Culturally, as far as how I'm living, you know what I mean? And just many things. Miles John in the building, peace. Frey Bullets in the building. And Lisa Kennedy also in the building. I see you. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, and this battery's going low too. It's probably about to die. Let me put this one on this charger right here so let me switch it up on this other joint. But yeah, I'm about to shut down and I'm gonna come back on, y'all. But I just want to say peace to the fam. Peace to all the original peoples out there. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods and the earths. Peace Peace to the goddesses out there. You know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all want to call yourself, hey, that's what y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we the gods of earth. You know what I mean? And on that note, I love y'all. Peace.